Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's another edition. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It is sunny out there. It's hot. This morning, we caught some fish. Me and Carlo caught a couple big fish.
Yeah.
So it was a twisted Tuesday. Carol Brandolino's in the house. And we got a great show lined up. Don't forget, every show is dedicated to the first responders, our veterans, and everybody in our country. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8288.
My driver is driving me. I'm on the road today, heading to Springfield today. So very excited about that.
Springfield, yeah.
I'm on the road.
Very cool. Oh, you're on the road. You're ready. So it's showtime. Let's go to work here.
Will I look weird with sunglasses on since I'm on the road and the sun is in my face? Can you hear me?
I don't know what happened with that.
I can hear you.
Looks like the connection again.
Oh.
Okay, can you hear me? All right, because
Yeah.
the intro was a little screwed up. All right, guys, welcome to Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Brought to you by our good friends from Ace Hardware. Cool. That's right, a lot of great special. I'll say $50 on the Blackstone 2-burner grill. Now $299, normally $349, and you get 20% off any assorted Blackstone grill. You get 25% off. Save $10 when you buy 3 or more assorted rubs and spices to spice up that grill, that barbecue this summer, folks. And save $100 on the new Tangier Woodridge, including the Wi-Fi grill, folks. Normally $79.95, now on sale for $6.99 when you tell them to go grill your ace off. That's right, grill your ace off with Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right. So that's it. We are. Okay, great. It's Twisted Tuesday. Carol's in the house. We are here. Carol's live going to Springfield, Illinois, and we are here in beautiful Elk Grove Village. Okay, now, if you're watching some new TV shows, they're making a big promotion about this thing called Nonnas.
I watched
you hear about
it.
this?
Yes, I
Did
did.
you watch it? I haven't watched it yet. I'm a little concerned because Vince Vaughn is a quarter, very small
Yeah.
Italian. So it just from that alone, it didn't catch my eye. So
Okay, so
what did
I
you
agree
think?
with that. I think they have an amazing cast. I mean, Talia Shire, you got Lorraine Bracco. There's some amazing people in there, women, the Nonas. But him, they should have picked, I think, somebody different for that main role. Growing up as a little Italian boy, he should have been. It could have been anybody else. But it was a very, very cute movie. It's a very good movie. It's a heart. It'll tug you on your heartstrings for sure.
Wait a minute. Is it a movie? Is it a
No,
movie
it's a
or is it a series on
movie.
Netflix?
It's just a movie.
It's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So and I was interested in the concept of it, Italian family. But
Yes.
when he played,
It's actually a true story. It's based on a true story. That's why I really was interested in it.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
heard. It was based on a true story. So I was watching it yesterday. I'm going to watch it tonight. But I like Vince Vaughn, of course, but I just don't like him playing an
Yeah.
Italian guy. You know, it just doesn't.
Right.
It just doesn't
No.
cut the cloth, as you'd say. Congratulations to my New York Knickerbockers, ladies and gentlemen, who beat the Boston Celtics in Game 3 in the NBA, and now they beat them to 121 to 113. They were down the whole game, and the Knicks come back. Now they're leading 3-1. So we'll see what happens on the next game. Now they got to go back to Boston. 33 more Mondays till Christmas. Are you?
Oh no. No, don't start this shit with me, okay? I
3
can't.
more Mondays till Christmas. Christmas. We haven't even got summer yet. And folks, it's also National Police Week. So again, applause to all our police officers, men and women out there fighting for our country and doing what they do, protecting our country as well. All right, so Mother's Day. Oh, first, busy week coming up, folks. Tomorrow we'll be at the Alley, the Carnival with Ocean's Rat Pack. That's a 7:30 show. The Carnival is like it's like Cirque Soleil. It's a restaurant. It's on Fulton Market. So the Rat Pack show. Thursday we're at Rockin' Ravioli at the Arcada Theater. Friday Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday Martinis in May in St. Germain, Wisconsin. Now that is completely sold out. We're excited about that. Which is so that's completely sold out on Saturday. But so I worked on Sunday, and I couldn't. I spent the morning with. Laura and the kids. The kids came over. We made them a little breakfast brunch, and Callan was there too. And by the way, happy birthday! First 1 year happy birthday to my grandson.
Happy birthday!
1 years old today, and that's gorgeous. Anyway, so I had to leave and go to work, and we did the show Sunday, so I couldn't take my mom out for Mother's Day. So yesterday we took her to New. And we went to the hibachi side where they cut that stuff up in front of you and stuff. My mother never been through that. My mother's never been through that. So it was very for her. It was very, very cool. Actually, when they put the vegetables on the thing, she didn't think they were cooking it. She goes, "I'll just take these home and cook them when I get home." No, Ma, they're cooking on the grill. So yeah, so she enjoyed it. So she had a good.
That's awesome.
They give you a lot of food. The bill was pretty good, and I don't know if you've been to one of those, but they give you a lot of food. They do.
Yeah, it's good. New Star's awesome. I finally made it out there for my first time about a couple months ago. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun out there. I like it, and I mean, they start you off with the soup and salad, and then while they're cooking everything, and then you get that egg roll if you want it. And then they put the fried rice, then they put the noodles, and then they get, I think I had chicken and I had steak and calamari. My sister had lobster and chicken, steak and lobster, and my mother had like shrimp and chicken. So it was very, very good. So it was very experience for her. So interesting. Good news on Fox News, folks. American hostage Eden Alexander has finally been released after 580 days held captive, of course, by Hamas. And finally, one of our people are home. Yes. Thank you, President Donald Trump. Okay, Ellen DeGeneres and her wife, who actually did leave the country when President Trump became president of the United States. It looks like they might come back to the United States because they're saying,
oh, really?
Yes, they say that living in England and the UK is very hard.
Yeah.
Really?
Now come back and zip your lips up.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know if you seen what she looks like. Have you seen what she looks like?
Yeah, she's not looking great. She looks a little worn. Yeah, not good.
Well, I noticed that now that she doesn't have to be on TV every day. Now you can just let yourself go and say hell with it. She had to be on TV every day when she had her show. But I seen a picture.
Well, you have a makeup crew. You got a makeup crew working on you too, and lighting. Listen, all that shit matters. Right now, I'm losing my mind because I have actual natural sunlight in my face, and I'm freaking out looking at myself.
Okay,
this camera.
There you go. All right, so there you go. Driving to Springfield, you've got some sun. All right, very, very good. It is Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Why don't we get real fast to our sponsor, my good friend Mary Grievous, folks. That's right. Real estate at its finest. Oh, there it is. Don't just call me when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact me when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent, Mary Grievous at mgrievousstarkre.com. Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate, 630-688-1725. She's available as buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. That's my good friend Mary Grievous for all your real estate needs, folks. And also, she's in charge of NTD Vacations, and we're proud to announce the brand new Chicago Music Cruise happening in January 17th through January 25th. This is the MSC World American. It's a brand new ship. It's an Italian ship. It hasn't even set sail yet. It's setting sail in about a month or two. So we're going to be doing it in January 17th to January 25th. And that is with Seventh Heaven. And so far it's Seventh Heaven and the Tony Ocean Band. I'm sure there can be more people going. It's a 7-night Western Caribbean cruise. We're starting off in Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Ocean Cay, which is a private island, folks. We're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. 7 days going out of Miami. So jump on the wagon there and give Mary a call at 630-688-1725 and tell them Tony O sent you for the Chicago Music Cruise, or go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and put in Tony Ocean. Let's see who's watching today on Twisted Tuesday. Emo, Florida Boyd. Boyd said he didn't want to say anything. How you doing, Boyd? Watching. Joanne Marion, happy birthday to you. And I know a couple days ago it was Donald's birthday. A dinner and a show. There's Julie Jewell from the South Side. Pina, hope you're doing well. Jill from Indianapolis. Ronnie B. Boy, everybody's looking good, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. Felicia, Kathy, Albert, Kim Peterson. Got a nice crew watching us today, folks. It's Twisted Tuesday now. All right. Interesting. The Pope Leo. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this very first American Pope. The very first American Pope, which I did not know that. And he's also the 267th Pope that we had. Now, his brother says he's a White Sox fan, but he says he's a Cubs fan. So I don't know exactly what the deal is, but I think it's going to be interesting with this Pope. Were you surprised when they got an American Pope for the first time, Carol?
I mean, a little bit, but you know what? My mom was just so excited when she was telling me about it. I hadn't heard him speak yet. And the other day I was, I don't know where I was, but I don't have regular cable now. So I was actually able to listen to him speak. And he was speaking to all the journalists, and I really, really liked him. His demeanor, he seems very down to earth, which they all really have been. But I think him being American, you could just relate to him a little more, I think. But he has such a wonderful demeanor, and he just seems down to earth. I really think he's going to be good.
I hope he's going to be good too.
I'm interested in seeing how.
I got that same feeling. Being an American Pope, you can kind of deal with, you can understand a little bit more, so I think it's very interesting to see what happens with him. And he's conservative, which is a good thing. So on that. All right, it's also National Nurse Week for all the nurses out there. If you guys know any nurses, thank you for everything that you guys do out there. Okay, Junior Alvarado, he was the jockey who won the Kentucky Derby. You heard about this. He got fined $62,000. Why? For whipping the horse too much. Whipping, when you're riding the horse and you hit the horse on the side, I guess he was over-hitting him more than he should. And the actual Kentucky Derby, the horse, whatever that league is, they fined him $62,000. Excuse me, $62,000. They fined him because they said he was whipping them too many times.
Is there a rule for that in the race? I'm just wondering if there are guidelines they have to go by.
I didn't think so. I mean, I knew when you watch them, they're going, you see them hitting on both sides. If you ever watch the Kentucky Derby or horse race.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any protocol on how many times you can whip and how many times you can't. obviously, maybe he it must have did something for them to actually get and watch it. And then find the
Yes.
guy $62,000, which is for what he won. I don't know exactly what he won on the horse, but still, and I don't
Yeah.
either when it comes to when they do that to animals. I know it's the horse and they have
Right.
to, but I get a little weird on that. Here, guess what they're coming out now, Carol? This is interesting stuff. People when they're flying on airplanes, some people are afraid to fly on airplanes. Some people,
Yeah.
are you afraid to fly?
Yeah, of course I am. I hate it. I'm a nut job. It's bad.
So you don't like flying on the planes. Okay. Now put it this way.
No.
Right now, coming up in 2026, there's going to be some low costs airlines
Mhm.
that are actually going to have people standing on these planes. It's going to be standing, strapped in against a wall like that, and it's going to make the flight a lot cheaper.
Wait.
All the headlines said was low cost introduced a standing only seats in 2026. Now, since you're afraid,
When you just stood there with your arms across, okay. Go ahead.
you're like this, or I don't understand. I can see if there's short flights, but imagine standing for 3 hours.
Mm-mm. No way. But it's I guess dangerous. So what do they have things? You like stand up against the wall, and then did you have a belt that goes over your body? I mean, I'm just curious about that.
For the picture that I seen, they had the strap. Like a city.
Okay.
There you go, Boyd. Like a city bus.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
whatever it is.
Hmm.
It's going to be interesting. I'd like to see how many people fly on it. I like to see the airlines that's doing it, and I like to see how much that would cost and how many people would actually do it. If the flight was cheaper, Carol, would you go on that flight?
If it was like an hour flight, maybe hour and a half, I could do it because look I've stood up, and like you too, you're a performer. You stand up 3-4 hours straight, and we don't think anything of the standing up. I bartended for 25 years, and I stood up and walked around for 7, 8, 9 hours straight. So I could do it. I don't know if I would. I mean, I'd try it.
But here, Pina just said, what about turbulence? Okay. Tammy just said, do you get a tray to put your drink on? Well, yeah. Where do you put your drink on? And where do you put your peanuts on? And where do you put them in your pocket? Angelo, how you doing, buddy? You and the guys, hello from Ohio in the house. I hope you guys are doing a lot of peanuts on the floor. Yeah, like the old ground round. You'll be able to slam all the peanuts and everything fall on the floor like the old ground round. Interesting. Now, you know what? There's a lot. You remember, like when you go try to get in for a cheaper price because you said you were younger than you were, or if you go to the amusement park. Well, a woman got arrested, ladies and gentlemen, for lying about her kids' ages. Jessica Diaz. She had 2 kids because here's the rule: under the age of 3, the kids get in for free, and try to get through. Telling their kids were under 3 years old. Obviously, they were 5 years old. And obviously, the people didn't realize, let her through. Then she got caught and she got arrested. Now, I know Disney's. Have you ever pulled a thing like that, ever?
Yes, of course. I think most moms do, until at least if it's believable. I mean, Jesus, we all want to save a buck. Yeah. I mean, but
that is funny.
And kids meals too. Yeah, my kid is 12 and under. For kids meals.
He's like 6'8". Yeah, he's 12 and under.
Yeah, exactly. Baby Huey. Very
little show about big things. Carol Bandolino's heading to Springfield. We're here in Elk Grove. It's a beautiful day out. A lot to talk about. A lot of good stuff to talk about. A lot of crazy stuff. And I was going to go to headlines. I didn't realize how many headline stuff I have. This is a very interesting story. A 67-year-old lady named Dorothy Fletcher once had a heart attack on a plane. Since we're talking about planes, it kind of fits pretty good. When the stewardess asked any doctors on board, when you fall, sometimes they will ask, is there any doctors on board? She was very lucky, this lady, because 15 people stood up. They were on their way to a kind of cardiology conference. So she survived. There was 15.
Wow.
doctors on that plane. Think about that. Or the lady would have died. The lady would have
Well, it
died.
wasn't her time, clearly.
Just her time.
Right.
Interesting story. The 7-year-old who wanted a Happy Meal
Mhm.
took his little sister on a 10-mile joyride, stole mom and dad's car in Utah, and took a joyride to McDonald's so they both can have a Happy Meal. A 7-year-old boy.
Oh my, well, you know what? If he made it 10 miles, that's 10 more miles than my 70-year-old grandmother used to make it when I was in the back seat. So, I mean,
There you go.
good for him.
7-year-old. I mean, that is very,
That's crazy.
very, very interesting. Hey, wow. She wanted, when you want that you want that Happy Meal, and the sister wanted a Happy Meal, so let's take the brother and go.
Oh my
Michelle
God.
Obama is in the news. Looks like the rumors are still out there about a divorce thing or separation between
Uh-huh.
Obama and Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama says she's currently in therapy and transitioning. At this phase in my life, I'm in therapy right now because I'm transitioning into, I'm 60 years old. I finished really hard thing in my life with my family intact. I'm an empty nester. My girls are in, and they've launched. And the first time I've been, what do you hear about all this? Do you think they'll actually get divorced or separated?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they probably will. They don't really have to save face for anything anymore. I mean, I don't think at this point, but you know what? She really does rub people the wrong way. And I know she rubs me the wrong way, but
Yeah.
I talk to people about it. She is just a whiny, you know what? I don't even want to say the word, but she whines, and you know what? Nobody feels sorry for you. You made millions and millions. They're probably billionaires at this point of dollars, living in that place, in that White House for 8 years, raised your kids, best education. Stop your bitching. You know what? Move on. And nobody wants to hear it. You're not poor. You're entitled. Like, move on. Nobody wants to hear it.
Absolutely. Now she's in therapy right now. Is she ever going to come out and tell people that she's a man, or is this just the rumor that we're talking about? I don't know. I know I'm going to get some shit for this, and I understand that, but I don't know. I mean, some of the younger pictures when they were in school together, her hand, her Adam's apple. I don't know. It sounds crazy. But right? Who cares? They're nothing but troublemakers anyway. Emo says. There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Entitled.
Patrice, my friend, I hope you're doing well. Roseanne Caputo, long time no see. Emo, my cousin took me to the bus, and you had me over 12 to have to pay full for my cousin was 12, and the driver asked. All right, so Emo tried to sneak past the bus and get a cheaper price there. Yvette, how you doing, guys? We're talking about some crazy things here today, folks, on Twisted Tuesday, and we're getting here. I love this quote: "Your biggest haters used to call you family. Remember that when you feel guilty for cutting them off."
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't feel guilty anymore for cutting. I mean, I don't know that I cut people off, but I definitely stop reaching out, and I'm not always going to be the person. I'm always the person to do that. I always have been. So you got to stop at some point. And then you know what? That's when you'll see who are your people, because they'll be like, just see how long it takes them to reach out to you. That's what I always say. Stop reaching out, stop inviting, stop doing this, stop doing that, and see who comes to you to invite you or reach out or see how you're doing. Then you know.
It makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Tony Deanna, what's up, my buddy? Mr. Lipschitz is watching. Just says she already said she's a man. I did not hear.
Yeah,
Tony
somebody did tell me that she said it on TikTok or something. That's what my friend heard.
Oh, okay. So there is that rumor. I knew that rumor's been going on for a while, but I didn't know she actually said it on TikTok. If that's the case, it says Big Mike. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, that's interesting, boy. I tell you, nothing surprises me. $1.8 million in liquid meth found hidden in dog shampoo at Los Angeles airport. 17 pounds of liquid meth, trying to sneak it in bottles of dog shampoo. They got to do whatever they got to do, right? Is that crazy? Crazy what
Yeah,
they're trying to sneak.
it's everywhere.
Uh,
That's how they're getting this shit in.
Yeah, and they're trying any particular way of doing it, and it's just
Yeah.
amazing how. And obviously, they've been getting through, but sometimes they do get caught, like this situation. We were talking about things all the time on the show about things, crazy things that people do in other countries that we don't do here in
Mhm.
the United States. In Romania, you can pay for your bus ticket by doing 20 squats. Disabled elderly people ride for free. So if you do 20 squats in front of the bus, they let you on for free. Who comes up with this shit?
Listen, you talked about they're promoting healthy lifestyles, right? But look at when you talked about, I think it was yesterday, I must have caught part of it at night. When kids had to ride a bike or do something to charge their phone.
Oh, McDonald's. And McDonald's, yeah. In Singapore, I think it was, I forgot where you're riding. The bike is a table and you're eating burger, and the bike charges your phone.
Listen, I think that's a
So you're
fantastic idea.
exercising.
I do. You want your phone charged? Right? Do some exercise, because then you're being forced to at least somewhat do something physical and get healthy and just, it's good for you. Maybe all of us should have to do something.
While you're eating the McDonald's
Not the
hamburger.
hamburger part. I'm just talking about charging your, if we want something so badly, right? Like all of our social media or whatever, what would people do if they had to do something physical that was like good for your heart, cardio, to make that shit work? I mean, I think that's pretty ingenious.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, yeah, they should put them in all restaurants. A certain section here, put it there so you can work it off after you eat. I don't know. Yeah, but they're trying. They're trying at least, but it's always in other parts of the country. It's not here in the United States. How about this? A man spends $20,000 on his new car to replace the one stolen from him, only to find out he accidentally bought back his own stolen car. Oh my God. E10 software engineer from the UK accidentally repurchased his stolen Honda Civic, which had been altered with new plates and tampered VIN and lower mileage reading. Imagine that. Now that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I got it. That's pretty funny. Or else, people who frequently lose everyday items like their phones and keys are more creative. They say they're more creative.
Oh, well, that's me. So maybe I'm very creative because I lose them every day.
Creative. Lose stuff all the time. Hey, here we are talking about McDonald's, and we're talking about other parts of the country. Get this. If you're working in McDonald's in Denmark, in Denmark, listen to this. The workers make $22 an hour. They also receive 6 weeks of paid vacation per year. They get life insurance, maternity leave, and a pension.
Wow.
If you look at the McDonald's in Denmark.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. These little perks. Perks everybody just loves. Absolutely. Places to retire to. When you say I'm going to retire, Florida, Arizona, North Carolina, Texas, blah, 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 blah. Now they're saying Arizona to retire in 2025. In a new report, 42 out of 51 on its list, best states just in dollars and sunshine. Here's some of the reasons now. Sure, they got some perks. Low income tax, 2.5 max. Year-round warm weather. 19.2 of a population is 65 and up. So 19.3% of the population of Arizona is 65 and up. But here's where Arizona falls short. Dead last in long-term caring spending. Just $59 per older adult. Makes sense. Bottom 15 for doctor access. 2 per 10,000 seniors. So you have to, if you get anything seriously done, you can't get it done.
Yeah.
In Arizona. Near in recreation centers, limiting quality of life, high cost of living, ranked 41 overall, and 4.2 billion baby boomers, many needing more support and medical care as they age.
Mhm.
I think we talked about this before. I don't think
Yeah.
Arizona's place to
No.
would want to retire
No.
to, especially now, right? It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Oceans Pit, what are you guys doing in Springfield?
So actually, we're Rondo Nesti is actually doing with the JCIAA. It's an Italian American caucus. We were there last year, and I saw him. It's an event that he puts on, and it is amazing. So we're going to do a little tour, and then
Okay.
there's a dinner or a cocktail, an appetizer event in the evening. So I'm looking forward to it. It was a great event last year. Mhm.
Very, very. His family was confirmed for his family. So that's good. If you see Ron, please tell him I said hello when you see him up there today. You're watching Oceans Pit. Let's know about big things. Twisted Tuesday. Let's go to good buddy Jack Vena Landscaping. It's the time, folks, and you got a great company that takes care of all your maintenance. Landscaping needs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, design, service, installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. That's Jack Van, everybody. That's right. Tell him Tony O said. Oceans Pit, little show about big things. Twisted Tuesday. Oh, boy, let's get back. Oprah Winfrey back in the news again. Were you?
I mean, when I was younger, when she first kind of was very, very popular, I enjoyed her shows. I enjoyed the kind of people she had on, her interviews she would do. They were very interesting. But as I got older, and I don't know, she didn't seem genuine. So yeah, no, I don't like her here now at the end. In the last
I
10,
never
15
liked
years.
her. I never cared for her. Hey, look at you, see, you got a new car. It just used to drive me crazy. I never cared for her. But here's interesting, a little sneaky lady right here. This is according to Mancow Mueller on his page. He's for kids. What did she had? Under the Doge microscope, after auditors found out that out of a $900 million grant she got from UDI, had only purchased about 100 coats. Those are more expensive coats, Joe Barron. We figured out $1 million each. Looks like Oprah has some explaining to
Some
do.
explaining to
So
do.
they gave her some explaining to do. They gave her 300 million buy coats for everybody, for the elderly and for the kids, everybody, and only 100 coats were purchased. And this is because of Doge, or Dodge.
But
yes, useless
she
money
needs to go to
stolen.
jail for that. She needs to go to jail for that. That is something that you should go to jail for or be arrested for.
She won't go to jail. We all know that, but she won't go to jail. Let's see. Okay, that's not that important. Let's get to another one over here. Fitzgerald's. Do you remember the club Fitzgerald's? No,
I do remember that.
Okay, it's a rock. It's a music venue. It's been there for many years. It's had its up and downs. I even had my record release party there. Me and Mrs. Jones release party there. But a young family risked it all, saved the iconic music venue, Fitzgerald's. I hope they can make it work. I like when people try to keep some of these old buildings, stores, or anything like that, mom and pop type organizations. I hope it works. I think it's just the American way.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, keeping the old, people want to be able, especially in the old neighborhoods. I don't know. It's always nice to go back to an old neighborhood and see something that's been there, that's been a staple your whole life. You go there, it's familiar, it's nostalgic, and you get to, your kids, generationally, it's always nice to be able to go back and see.
To keep the tradition of old places. I hope Fitzgerald's does very well music venue in there. I think that's a great idea. For all you Chicago White Sox fans, Nancy Faust is returning in a nostalgic series of special performances through 2025. Now, Nancy, and she's the organist playing during the games, and she retired, and now she's coming back. So, for all you, I think some of you White Sox fans are happy about that. How about this breaking news? Oil just dropped below $56 a barrel. Way to go. Oh, oil just drops 56. I mean, he just keeps doing more and more stuff. And of course, though, people are going to still hate. Look, and here's another day they can't rename the Gulf. Have had no problem renaming syrup, military bases, football teams, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They had no problem with that. Just because Mexico to the Gulf of America, it's so hypocritical. It really is.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
And the way the world is. This world is right now, Carol. I don't know. Look, we're churning out a generation of poorly educated people with no admission.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no admission, no guidance, and no realistic expectations of what it means to go to work.
Right. 100%. We've talked about that a million times. We're screwed.
I agree, and it's like I said, Carlos, that way we were fishing, and he was saying that, but sometimes to be young again, to go back. I don't know if I'd want to back right now to high school or back to 21, 25. I don't think so. I want to go back. Would you want to go back?
No, not if I was going. No, I wouldn't want to be 20 in this day and age. 25 in this day and age, or 15 in this day and age. Absolutely not. No way. If I could go back to then and be young my age again, I would in a heartbeat, but not here, not now. No way.
Absolutely. I like this, though. This is interesting. Listen, if drunk me says or did something, you have to take it up with drunk me. Don't come at Sawyer. We don't even know what happened. Chris.
Amen.
Christine comes up with very interesting. Okay, there is a version of yourself 10 years from now that is begging this version of yourself to enjoy where you currently are just a little bit more.
Well, yeah, I guess yes. I mean, look, everybody goes through their times of trials and tribulations, but you know what? At the end of the day, yes, I'm very happy because my kids are a great age right now and I'm enjoying them very much. So, yeah, no, you have to seize the day. I mean, really, no matter how shitty things are at the moment, right? I mean, this too shall pass. And at the very least, no matter how shitty something is in a day, at least you could take away a learning experience from it. Like, that's how I have to look at everything right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It makes sense. It complete sense. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Twisted Tuesday. It's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute, folks. That's right. It's the weather brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local. Today is Tuesday, May 13th. It's 73 degrees out there. Feels like it's 77. I tell you, it's hot out there. It's getting a little humid, sunny, 69% humidity, 5 miles an hour winds, and looks at 4 o'clock might be 20% chance of rain. And that's brought to you by the JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, and options at JRC Ace Hardware Stores. They opened 2 new stores, one in Fox River Grove and one in Richmond, Illinois, adding to the family of the JRC Ace Hardware Stores. All right, what do we got here? Don't talk shit about others to me. It changes my opinion about you, not them.
Correct.
That's a good quote.
Yes, it is, and it's very true.
You know, because when someone's talking shit, they're going to say, what about, you must talk about shit about me too when I'm not around.
Absolutely. And I do believe that is true.
I think so too. It makes a lot of sense. President Trump is back in the news again, reopening Alcatraz. Trump orders reopening of Alcatraz prison. Who will be sent there? We know Alcatraz in San Francisco was closed years ago. It was one of the most dangerous prisons of all time. And I don't know. I actually toured Alcatraz when I went to San Francisco.
Oh, really?
To look at. Maybe they need to come up with another prison that we can put some of the whack jobs in, separating them from the regular prison. Right?
From the regular work jobs, I agree. Yeah, I do think that there should be a special prison for the really, I don't know. I just think that, like we talked about the death penalty in the past, the people that can't be rehabilitated, I just don't think they should be in prison at all. They just need to go. They're just certain people just don't. They shouldn't even be in jail. They just need to end it.
I agree with you 100%. And Boyd said the sky is falling. The sky is falling. You're absolutely right, my brother. You're absolutely right. The sky is falling. Did you know why God didn't pets to speak? To teach us that love and loyalty are demonstrated by actions, not words.
I love it.
Another good quote. Absolutely. I like that one. Very, very cool. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. There's bisexual, right? There's homosexual, bisexual, pansexual, which I didn't know what pansexual was. But you know what a pansexual person is romantically attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender. So they call them a pan-gender.
I thought sex and gender was the same thing, though. What's the difference?
Am I leaving out any other genders? It's homosexual, bisexual, pansexual, transsexual. Is there anything else I'm leaving out?
Yeah, asexual, which is what I am now because there's nothing but shit out there. Sorry, but
all right, there you go. That's a good one. Debbie Wilmette says death penalty. Let the go. The tax dollars, they're just a waste of society. I like that. Yeah, so that's what I found out when they said pansexual. What is?
I don't know what pansexual.
Hey, I don't get it when they come up with these crazy words. The Broken Oar. How many people like the Broken Oar in the Barrington area over there celebrating 40 years on the Fox River? Congratulations to the Broken Oar. 40 years. That's a place very, very cool on that. Headlines here. What was this here? Oh, we talked about the Smokey Robinson thing yesterday. And, and I think I think we might have, when you have power like that, I think when you automatically have all that power, you automatically think you can do and get away with everything. And it seems that people are doing it. People have been doing it for centuries. People have been doing it and they still get away with it. Do you think Smokey Robinson will go to jail at all on this?
I mean, if he's found guilty, yeah. Is he going to go through a trial and everything? I mean, what are they doing?
I don't know. There's four different ladies that actually worked at his home as whatever the people, like whatever you call them in the house,
nannies,
maids, and servants, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Four of them are animal sexual. I don't know what that is. Animals. Okay, there you go.
Challenge.
I don't know that one, but thank you for pointing that one out. That I don't know. So interesting. We'll see what happens. The border crossing. This is interesting stuff. President Donald Trump, since he's been in office 100 days, border crossing down 93%. Gas prices are at a 4-year low. Eggs are down 1.8 per dozen. Inflation down 1.8%. The media has been awfully quiet. Even with the stocks. We had 2 bad days of stocks, and now do you see what the stocks are? It's amazing. They're flying out the door. I don't know if you follow that stuff at all, Carol.
I follow it a little bit. I mean, believe me, I wish I knew a little bit more. My uncle is very much follows it, and actually, Gianni has learned a significant amount about it. But you know what pisses me off is don't people realize that yes, certain things are they have to be broken down before you can rebuild it. That's the most basic rule. Like, you can't rebuild something without breaking it down to its foundation, basically, and then rebuilding it. So things are going to break down. Everything, even organizations and all these things that are happening, and it has to be rebuilt with the right people in place. That's what's happening. It just give it a minute. You got to give it a chance, is all I'm saying. And I'm sick of arguing with people about it. Just give it a chance and see what happens, before you lose your shit.
I agree with you 100%. I think he's doing a great job right now in these tariff stuff.
Mhm.
Now, I said Trump just bowed down to China. I don't really care what's going on. All I'm trying to say is if it can help the United States of America, to me, that's all that matters. It can help us and the people in this country. That's what's important to me. That's the only thing that's important to me. And I don't care who does it, as long as they get it done and take care of us
Right.
here.
Right. Well, the thing is when he put these things into place to begin with, what he did was, he's not bowing down. What happened is he opened up the doors to negotiation, because these people were like, well, we definitely are not going to make money this way. So before, they weren't even wanting to negotiate. But now when you try to, he leveled them with certain things, what he was willing to do, now they're going to stop and negotiate. That's business. This is why we needed a businessman in that
And
seat.
I agree with, makes complete sense. A businessman, not a politician. And I agree with you 100%.
Yes.
Our prayers go out to Klaus Main. You people would not know who Klaus Main is. He's one of the lead singer of the original great band, the Scorpions. Great band from the 70s and the 80s. He's got some health problems, so our prayers go out to Klaus Main. Very important. Also, Tyson Foods announced it will reformulate its food products to eliminate all synthetic dyes by the end of the month. So congratulations, Tyson Foods, finally trying to make things healthier. Steak and Shake is the very first fast food restaurant that's taking away the vegetable oil, whatever that, all that stuff, trying to get rid of all that. They're trying I think they're little by little, they're trying to do the right thing. Right? Tony Dan, the ones who say he bowed down are the same ones who thought everything's okay. Okay, Tony Deanna, that's a good point. Okay, well, tariffs are not such a good idea. I think tariffs are a good idea. I think right now we're going to be suffering, but I think, Boyd, I think in the long run, it's going to be better for everybody in this country, because we've been giving everything to the other countries and we've got nothing back. Time to give back to the United States of America. Take care of our people first. So we'll still have to see. It's undecided. It's it's 50-50. Never buy a woman a watch. Nothing wrong with the clock on the stove.
Oh boy, does that sound like a Spins-ism if I've ever heard one.
Spins. Unbelievable. Oh my God. He comes up with a bit. Another celebrity in the news for more sexual harassment. This is on E! News. Holly Madison was a Playboy bunny, of course, with Hugh Hefner, reflected on sex life with her ex-boyfriend. Hugh was her ex-boyfriend. Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, disgusting group sex. Hefner, now everybody's coming out of the woodwork. Man, look at the job he's at. Who knows what's going on with that? Look, I mean, he's Hugh Hefner. If anybody can get away with it, let it be Hugh Hefner. God bless. I don't know if it sounds crazy, but don't you kind of know what you're getting yourself into in that situation, or am I nuts?
Yes. Absolutely. And anybody that says anything different, listen, they had no problem living that lifestyle, that lavish lifestyle, money, everything and anything they wanted at their fingertips. They weren't complaining then. So like I said, we talk about the casting couch all the time. You sell your soul. Listen, you know what? It's a balance. That's it. You get this, you're going to give this. And if you don't want to, then get out of that life. I'm sorry. Do I think that that's a good thing? What he was doing or whatever. I mean, if no one forced them, forcing somebody is something completely different.
No one forced you to get into some of this stuff. You know this stuff is happening You get
No,
into the field, you see the parties, you see the shit that goes on, you play along with it, or you don't say anything. Oh, and then all of a sudden now you get
right.
involved in it. Now, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. No, you didn't give a shit when you were making all that money and he was taking care of you.
No.
So it's a little crazy.
100%. Like I said, I'm actually at the point right now where I said, I'll land a Nicole Smith somebody right now. I've been asking around, do you know any 85, 90-year-old men that need a nanny for themselves? Because I'll change some diapers right now, but I don't want anything else on
There you
them
go.
to work.
Yeah.
Like I'll do,
You'll just
I'll,
change the diaper.
instead of
Yeah.
swiping,
You'll just
instead of swiping left to right on a dating app, I'll wipe, front to
I'll wipe
back.
your, yeah, I'll
I'll
wipe your
change
ass.
some
I'll
diapers.
change your diapers. I'll do that. But there's nothing else
Right.
works. You're
I'm
on your
in.
own. And there you go.
That's right.
Boyd,
Yep,
a
that's
lot of
right.
small businesses took a hit and some lost everything. You're right about that, Boyd. And it's sad that some people, small businesses, did lose. But I think in the long run, everybody's going to win, and I'm sure hoping it's that way. Absolutely, Albert. How you doing, buddy? My good friend. You're watching Ocean Spin. What kind of relationship? A Democrat?
Is this a joke? Is there a
It's a
punchline?
question. What kind of relationship can a Republican and a Democrat have? Now, I know a few people like that. One is a strong Republican, one is a strong
Ooh.
conservative, one is a strong liberal. And you get along on that.
You're going to fight a lot. You're going to debate a lot. It depends what kind of a fighter you are, because there's different types of like fighting in relationships. There's a way to argue, I think, that's healthier than other ways. I don't know. I don't think it'll be good. Not at this day and age.
But you kind of, you know what? You kind of, like I noticed when the election was going on between Trump and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, I mean, and people were shocked. You kind of know the person you're dating or the person you're affiliated with, what their moral standards or what their thoughts are before you even have to ask if he's conservative or a liberal. You got to know just by the everyday decisions that the people make, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say so. I think I think it's fairly apparent. It's not that difficult to figure out unless there are, maybe if they're somewhere down the middle, maybe you might not be able to tell with certain things, if they're just kind of open-minded.
Down the middle, open-minded, that's one thing. I agree with you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But when the election came out, when the election was going on, everybody's true colors came out, obviously.
That's true. I mean, look at these people getting arrested right now. These people getting arrested. They're like, yeah, they're rioting. You're setting the perfect example. You're making yourselves look like idiots. When we're seeing kids out on the streets and people on the streets rioting and acting like idiots, look at the example these people in these higher positions, these Democrats in these positions, they're getting arrested. And I think they think that they're doing something honorable, and you're not. You look like an idiot. Yeah, you just look like an idiot. You look uneducated. You're rioting. No class. I think
I agree with you on
the deal.
Yeah, no class, absolutely. Boyd, I like what you said. Sometimes you got to take a hit for the Gipper. Good point on that one, buddy. Whoever is there you go, a Democrat, or that makes whoever is the biggest, loudest loudmouth. Okay, Tammy, what if you are already married and then you do get a divorce because your spouse is a Democrat or vice versa? Now that, Tammy, great question. That I didn't know happened. I don't know anybody who actually got divorced, but I do know husbands and wives or boyfriends and girlfriends that are completely opposite when it comes to political affairs.
Yeah, but that should speak to it exactly what's going on in this world with Republican and Democrat. No one ever did get divorced because of it, and relationships didn't end because of it, because it's not the same party anymore. The Democrats that we used to know and we used to be, like our family growing up, a lot of them were Democrats, the immigrants that came here and worked and right. So this is what people say, it was hijacked. The Democratic Party was hijacked. So it's not the same anymore. And this is why relationships are ending and these meltdowns are having, because of what's actually really changed in our culture, in our society. It's just not the same anymore. So that's why relationships are ending, partnerships are ending, marriages. It should say something. That should tell you something.
I think so too. Oh, good point, Carlo. Carlo Joseph, my good friend, sent me an article. Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, and we've been on Royal Caribbean for a while. We always made the joke about the pineapple, the swingers,
Oh yeah.
the upside down pineapple on the doors, on the magnets, which was a standard thing with cruise ships.
Okay.
Royal Caribbean just banned upside down pineapple magnets on your doors. Now you can't have them anymore, according to Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. So it's not a joke. You can't have them on your doors anymore. So you're gonna have to figure out some other way, people out there, if you're swingers, to get the message across. Bring a flamingo, do something. I don't know, but anyway, it is what it is. Raffaello from there is my buddy Raffaello from JRC Ace Hardware. Maybe we could do a survey on the forces of America, what their political relations is, and give us some good ground rules. Good point. Let's see. Oh, Carnival, not Royal Caribbean, Carnival. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carlo. Republican women make better lovers. Okay, thank you, Boyd. All right, so there you go. You guys are coming in with some good stuff here today. Dennis and Geneva, how are you doing? It's Oceans Fit. We're driving. I mean, I'm here. She's driving. Carol is driving to Springfield. I'm in the office here, folks. We time for another quick sponsor. How about our good friends from Imperialux? Becoming your own bank, and everybody wants to learn how to save money. Well, why don't you try to do it with my good friends, Wendy and Craig from Imperialux. There they are right now, folks. And imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, making your dream retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson, Craig Common help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure a legacy. It's never too late to start. Take advantage of your financial future today. Give them a call at 630-890-1213 and tell them Tony O sent you. Becoming your own bank with Imperialux. It's Ocean's Pit. Let us show about big things. Twisted Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out, folks. Looks like it might rain today, so we'll see what happens out there. Gary isn't for Trump, but he knows better to argue with me, so he says nothing. And that's what I'm thinking about with those relationships like that. I think they just decide not to speak about it. Probably when it comes.
Well, you're probably better off instead of arguing. Yeah. Why argue?
I think you're better off if you see something come on, changing the channel or whatever it is. I agree. Yeah. Exercise makes you feel better. Naked. So does whiskey. Your choice. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Jimmy, for sending that in. Boy, you guys sent some good stuff here. Boy.
Candlelight isn't too bad either, actually. The lighting of candlelight is actually, it smooths your skin, just so you know.
Okay, I did not know.
I remember that from like 10 years ago.
Okay, there you go. See, you learn something new on this show every day. Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah. We used to love Rodney Dangerfield. I'm so lonely. Mm-hmm. The other day in traffic, a guy gave me the finger, and I enjoyed it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there you go. Rodney Dangerfield. Tell it like it is. All right. Disney. Have you been to Disney ever?
I've never been. Nope.
Okay. I was there maybe twice.
I'd like to.
Interesting. The record for the longest single ride wait. People go and they wait for these rides. When a new ride comes in these amusement parks, people will go there early in the afternoon, early in the morning, get in these lines and wait and wait and wait to ride this new experience, whether it's Six Flags, whether it's Disney. This is the Disney. Listen to this, folks. The record for the longest single ride wait at Disney was 410 minutes, almost 7 hours. They waited. The longest recorded wait at Disney Park is 410 minutes. The Rise of the Resistance. October 14th, 2022. They also have been really crazy waits for special appearances as Frozen cast, etc. 7 hours to get on a ride, Carol. Is this insane?
If something's going to last 1 minute and you're waiting 4 or 7 hours for it, I don't know if that's ever worth it. But I've been on the biggest roller coaster ride of my fucking life, and it's lasted 6 months. So,
Okay, there you go.
I mean, get married and then get divorced. You'll be on a roller coaster for a while. Shit.
Interesting. Okay, there you go. Here's interesting too. Americans are spending more on sports betting than they are on investments. Do you bet at all? Do you gamble?
Oh, I believe it.
I think they're doing it.
No. I have no luck.
Yeah.
I like that Moosh guy. What was that guy on the good
Bronxdale?
Bronxdale.
Yeah, Bush.
That's me.
Bush, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's me.
I don't like to do it either. I want to keep my money. I don't want to blow it. You're watching Ocean's Pit. It's busy week, folks. Again, tomorrow we'll be at the Alley Fulton Market, the Carnival with the Ocean's Rat Pack. That's a 7:30 hit. 7 o'clock on Thursday will be at the Rock and Ravioli, Ron Onesti's Arcada Theater there, folks, with Ocean's Rat Pack. That's a 7 o'clock hit as well. Oshows.com. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse, 8 o'clock. Saturday, Martinis in Maine, St. Germain. That show is completely sold out. It is wall to wall. It's a great event, so that show is sold out. Other shows coming up, May 21st will be at the Getaway in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. That's next Wednesday. And then that Sunday will be at the Thirsty Parrot on the 25th, right before the Memorial Day holiday. So nobody works the next day. Come on out to Lake Geneva. May 21st will be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry James and Lisa P. May 29th will be the Village Pub in North Riverside. I love going back to that place. And we'll be at JMO's in Mokina on June 1st with Ocean's Rat Pack.
Okay.
All right. So this is, and speaking of my good buddy from Village Pub, let's talk about my good buddy Louis Pipes from Airtight Windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. Honesty, quality, dependability, do it tight. Serving Chicagoland for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Give Lou a call at 708-798-5000 and tell him Tony O sent you. Guys, it's coming to the end of the hour. Before we do that, how about some birthdays for Tuesday, May 13th? My godson, give it up for Kellen, turning 1 year old today. And the mom and dad, Nina and Eric, they're in Lake Geneva spending the day, having some fun with the family. So happy birthday. Kaya Trump.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Kaya Trump is 18 years old. She's the goddaughter of President Trump. Homer Simpson turned 69 years old. Homer Simpson, the cartoon character. Who knew? Tom Snyder, talk show host. Brad Garrett, 65 years old. Everybody loves Raymond. Mrs. Partridge. Shirley Jones, 91 years old. Steve Winwood from Traffic, 77. Martha Quinn, if you guys remember her from MTV. Cheryl Ladd, former Charlie's Angel, 73 years old. Danny Glover, 78. George Lucas, the man behind Star Wars, 81. Tony Hawk, skateboard artist, celebrating a birthday. George Carlin, very funny man. God bless. We miss George. Yogi Berra of the New Year. Paula Doty, this past weekend. Carl's lovely Paula celebrating a birthday. Guys, we are coming to the end of the hour, and let's not forget our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, small engine repair, free pickup and delivery, free D&H's fee, and all tune-ups save $55 the entire month of April. And Scotch mulch, lowest price of the season, $2.99 a bag, red, brown, or black. Don't forget to grill your Ace off, folks. That's all you need to do when you purchase to buy a brand new grill from Ace Hardware. Download the Ace Rewards app, easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. That's our friends from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Carol, thank you so much. Twisted Tuesday. You have fun over there in Springfield, Illinois. You guys be good out there. Remember,
thank you.
Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to everybody right now, folks. It's a tough world out there. And if you're offended about this show or any other show, change the channel. And just because you're offended doesn't make you right. Always remember that. Ring the
Correct.
star says peace and love. Have an incredible day, folks.
Peace.
Spring is finally here. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye. Woo-woo.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from town.
Thank you, everybody. Peace and love. God bless you all. Happy birthday, Callan. Bye-bye.